Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or hi hello if you are new here. Thank you for joining me for today's video. Today's video is probably one of the most exciting videos that I've ever done, and I've always wanted to do this video. I have bought a returns pallet from John Lewis and I'm going to be unboxing it, telling you what I spent, giving you all of the information about the pallet, what it's worth, what each product is worth. I'm going to try and make the video very detailed, so it's actually helpful as well as entertaining. So I wanted to sit down first and just explain like what I paid for the pallet, where I got it from, how much it's supposed to be worth, and delivery costs, what extra fees I have to pay, because let me tell you, there is extra fees that I was not expecting. The process has been slightly stressful because it's cost me a lot more than what I planned. Anyway, I'll get into all of that in the video, and then of course I'm going to unbox it, and I am also going to test everything and make sure it's all working, or let you know if it's not working. So if you want to see me unboxing a John Lewis returns pallet, which I bought at auction, then please just keep on watching. The process didn't go as smoothly as I'd hoped, so I have ended up spending a lot more than I originally kind of wanted to spend. I knew it was going to be expensive because I have chosen a premium brand pallet. So I have bought everything from a company called William George, which is an online auction company, and they sell John Lewis's return pallets on there. It was actually Emily Canham's video that I got the inspiration for to do my own video, so I'll leave her video link down below so you can see everything that she picked up, and I'm pretty sure she got it from William George as well. So they seem to be the kind of go-to place for John Lewis return pallets. So when you go on there, they have all different pallets you can choose from. Some of them give you an idea of what's in them. Some of them are just totally mystery pallets. I went for the one that gave me an idea of what's in it. So I did choose a premium brand pallet. So it has brands in it. Well, it should have brands in it like Dyson, Miele, Shark, Sage, all of those kind of brands. I have actually bought this in an attempt to be able to resell and actually make a profit on the pallet, which some people do that as like an actual job, or like as, you know, like a hobby. They buy and they sell the products in these pallets. I am going to be making a follow-up video on this video because I'm going to resell everything, so I'm going to let you know if I made any money on this pallet or not. So the first thing that I didn't really realise was that there are fees. So you bid on your pallet and obviously you can see what you're bidding on it. But then once you win the pallet, there are also fees. The fees depend on which pallet you buy, but my fees were 25%. So I had to pay an extra 25% on top of the pallet cost, and then I also had to pay 20% VAT on top of the pallet cost, and I also had to pay 20% of the 25% auction fee as well on top of the pallet cost. And then because I live on the Isle of Wight, I actually had to pay extra shipping, so my shipping cost just under £300. So what happened is me and Ollie were bidding on this pallet. This particular pallet I wanted, we were bidding on it, but it kept getting more and more bids and a lot of people were interested in it. So I could see that I possibly wasn't going to get it for the price I wanted to pay. So I panicked, and Ollie panicked, because we knew we really wanted to get one to do this video and also to hopefully make some money on the pallet. We decided we were going to bid on another pallet just to ensure that like I was going to win a pallet. We ended up winning both, which sent me into like a massive panic attack, because when you bid on these and when you win them, you have to pay. Like, you can't just like cancel your bid, you can't retract a bid, you do have to pay. You get like sent the invoice with all the costs. So obviously I ended up buying two, but I also ended up like not realising that there was all this extra VAT and costs, and you know, that's my fault. I should have researched better and understood better. I was just really excited to do the video and I didn't totally take in what the costs were going to be. Leading on from that, let me tell you what I actually spent on the pallet that I'm going to be unboxing today. So because I have bought 2 pallets, I'm going to make 2 videos. I'm going to unbox 1 pallet today, and then I'm going to do another video and I'm going to unbox the other pallet, and I'll talk about the cost of that one in the second video. So basically how it works is, as soon as you win the auction, and also when you're bidding on the auction, it's not like a regular auction, so it's not like eBay where it runs out of time. It does have a time limit on it, but when somebody bids, the time then goes back up again, so then more people can bid, and then it bids and the time goes back up. So if they can see live bidders, they keep putting the time back up. Obviously they want to make as much money as possible, so it works like that, which is a little bit different. And then when you win, then it says on your account that you've won it, and then you do get an email with your invoice, and you have to pay within, it was about 3 days. You have like 3 days to pay your invoice, and you pay that via bank transfer. The only pallet I'm going to discuss today is the pallet I'm going to unbox today, so not to make the video too confusing. So the pallet that I'm unboxing today, I bidded £1,700. That was my top bid, and that was the bid that won. So £1,700 is what the pallet cost, but then it didn't really cost that because of all the extra fees. So then you pay VAT on top of that. So the VAT was £340. And then you have this thing called the buyer's premium, which is 25% of the winning bid, and that was £425. And then you have VAT on top of that, which was £85, which all in all, this pallet, even though I bidded £1,700, the pallet actually cost me £2,550. What? And I bought 2, so I had a massive bill to pay. So my life savings have gone. So I really hope that I am going to be able to sell everything, or everything works, or at least make my money back. It does tell you how much the goods are worth RRP. So these goods are worth just over £5,000. So if you were to buy them all in the shop, all working, obviously, they would be £5,000 worth of appliances. And I've paid £2,500, so I've got everything 50% cheaper, which is not as great as what I thought it was going to be. You know, I really thought I was going to be getting things a lot cheaper, especially where some of these things might not work, or they've been opened, or they're damaged, or people just don't like them. The reasons people return things to John Lewis can be as simple as it's the wrong colour, or it could be that it totally doesn't work. So you really don't know, and it doesn't tell you if things are working. That is the risk you take by getting it cheaper. So yeah, those are the costs. And like I said, I will be selling everything. I might keep a couple of things, but like, I'm going to sell the majority of this, and I'm going to make a whole video talking about how I sold it, and how much I sold it for, and how much money I make, or how much money I lose. I really don't want to lose any money. Like I said, this was a video I've been planning for a long time, so like, I knew I was going to do this video, but the fact that we accidentally bought 2 was not the plan. But hopefully this video does well on my channel. Please give it a like, because you know, we need to just make this whole video worthwhile, and this massive purchase worthwhile. So now I'm going to stop rambling on, and we're going to go downstairs. The pallets are on the drive, and I'm going to start unboxing one of the pallets on the drive, and then I'm going to come back up here and test everything and show you what I got and whether it's working or not. I really hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so here are both of the pallets. I think the lighting's a bit awkward because it's so sunny today. But this is the second pallet that we bought. So today we're just going to be talking about this pallet, which first of all, it arrived like in not very good condition. Like when they delivered it, all of the like cellophane wrapping and stuff is all like ripped off. So I have sent an email to the company just to say that it did arrive open, because I wouldn't expect it to arrive open. So I'll let you know what they say about that. I'll leave like in the description or something. So when you open it up, I can see some bits in here. So there's a big box here, which this doesn't sound good. Like, this is like being repackaged. No idea what is in there. There's some kind of big yellow thing here. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, let's talk about this one. This is like a coffee machine, but this coffee machine is like obviously opened in bubble wrap. So at the moment, I'm not feeling like that confident about this box because everything looks open and repackaged. Like none of these boxes look new. So far I'm actually panicking. I can't get this yellow thing out. Ollie said that there's one down here that's in a Waitrose carrier bag, so obviously that's been re-wrapped up. But maybe this box is the repackaged stuff, and then the other half of the pallet is all the new stuff. But it's really hard to show you out here, but I kind of just want to show you how it arrived. And everything's so heavy that I can't actually like lift it out myself. I need Ollie to help me. I'm getting so worried that this is not going to be a good pallet. But anyway, let's get this all upstairs inside where I've got better lighting, and let's just go through it all and have a look what's in here. Okay guys, I have brought everything upstairs to our bedroom. Behind me here is everything from that pallet, and I have to say I am not feeling great about this. There's a Dyson Corral there. That looks like, you know, it might be okay, it's still in its packaging. But every single other thing has been like rewrapped in different packaging, or just literally has no packaging, is in like ripped boxes. So like I'm not feeling good at all about this, and I'm like slightly panicking, but we are going to go through everything, and I've got my extension lead here and I'm going to plug it all in and just see what works. Let's start with the Dyson, because this one is actually in its like original box. It obviously has been used, like the box is torn open. Let's open it up and just see. Oh, it looks good. So everything in there is like in its individual box. So we have this box here, which has the plug in it and like the charger, because I guess these Dyson Corrals are like a cordless straightener. So that's cool, we've got that. And then the actual straightener is in here, and I can see that like the seals are broken, so this has definitely been opened up. Let's see how clean it looks. So the accessories are still in their bags, which is nice to see. This is like the base that it sits on. And then here are the straighteners, and they look okay. Like they look like they're not damaged as like on the outside from what I can see. In here is like the little velvet thing that they like the little mat that comes with, that's still in there. So I think really I just need to like plug them in. So I've plugged them in corded for now just to see, and there's nothing. I'm going to plug them directly into the mains and see if that helps. Okay, they don't appear to be working at all. I've plugged them into the mains. I'm just going to leave them there and wonder whether they just need to like charge a bit, but like there's no lights coming on, even the little charging unit or on the actual straighteners. So I don't think that they're going to work, but I'll come back to them like at the end of the video. So let's move on. Let's go for this Karcher cleaner here, which doesn't even have a box with it. It basically is just one of the floor cleaners, but look at them rollers. This is well used. So I'm going to plug this in and see if it even has power. Am I being stupid? How do I turn this on? Ah. Oh! And it works! Okay, so we have a working but very used product. So this one's a slight win, at least it's working, but yeah, obviously very used. Okay, next, here is a toaster. This is the, how do you say this? Dualit? You know the brand Dualit? Dualit? I don't know how you say it. But yeah, this is a toaster, which again is very used. Even in the bag, it's like full of crumbs. So like whoever's returned this, it's been used a lot. I'm going to open this now. I'm literally going to have other people's toast crumbs all over my bedroom, which is, it honestly is making me feel a strange way. So I'm going to try not to get them everywhere. But inside the toaster, I mean, it looks sort of fairly clean actually. It looks in pretty good condition, definitely well used, but it's in like decent condition. So let's just have a look. Oh my god, there's people's breadcrumbs. Oh, I just put my finger in it. I've literally got people's breadcrumbs on my finger, which is not nice. I mean, the the thing is still on the lead here, which is like a good sign. And it's working. Oh, it smells like burning, so obviously there's no toast in there, so how do I stop it? But it definitely is working. We'll just let the timer run out and make sure that goes off, but that is another working product. And although it needs a really good clean, it actually is all right and it's working, so I think like this item can definitely be sold on. Okay, let's go for another toaster. So I can still hear the other toaster making that weird noise. What is that noise? I think it's just because it has like a little, oh, it stopped. Because it has like a little timer on it that turns and then like clicks down. I think that's what that noise was. So we have another toaster here, which is a Smeg toaster. And this one is actually in a Smeg box, which I do like to see because I feel like when it comes to reselling stuff, I think people are a lot more likely to buy something that's in its original box. But this is used. Like inside this toaster, there's like rust and toast like mixed together. They're big. I didn't realise how big a Smeg toaster actually is. You could fit like 4 slices of bread in there. I can like hear. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe how much toast is on the carpet right now. Let's give it a go. Nothing is happening. I think this is a dud. I think this is broken and it's not going to be able to be used. Oh god, it's broken. That's our if those Dysons are broken, this is our second totally broken item. Okay, great. Came with a box though. Amazing. The one that came with its own box is a broken one. Okay, let's move on to whatever is in this very torn box. This is in a Walker's crisp box, so definitely this is not the original. Get my scissors. Oh, so in here we have a coffee machine, which I can already see used coffee beans in the top of it, so it's definitely used. So this is a Sage coffee machine, but it does have all of the extra bits that come with it and the instructions. They're all here like in a separate bag. So at least it has come with everything. Let's put it up here so you can see it. So, I mean, it's definitely used, but it does seem to have all of like the bits that come with it still in it. And it, I mean, yeah, somebody's tried to clean it, but it looks used. But it doesn't look like really, really old, if you know what I mean. Like the Smeg looked really old. It was kind of like rusty inside, whereas this doesn't look old. But I'm just going to plug it in and see if we can get some power to it. Okay, so we're plugged in and we have power. So the screen has come on. Obviously it's telling me to do all this stuff. I really don't know how to use these coffee machines. But yeah, the power has come on, so that's really good because these Sage coffee machines are worth quite a lot of money. As you would have seen, I'm putting all the prices, like the retail prices, on the screen of what these items are worth, just so you know kind of how much each thing is worth. So yeah, this is working, and obviously I'm not going to set it up and make a coffee out of it, but I just wanted to plug it in and show you that it's actually working, which it is. So this one I think will be a good one for resale. I mean, I'm having fun with the video, so maybe that's just worth it anyway. Right, I'm going to open up this one. This is actually in its original box, and this is a Miko Ultra Low Energy Dehumidifier. I think you can just see the top of it there. I'll pull it out and show you. This actually looks pretty good. Like, this looks quite new. It's got all of this packaging still on it. So this is looking pretty good. It even has like the little peelable label that hasn't even like completely come across the screen yet. So I think this item is basically brand new. There's a little bit of some damage at the bottom there. Oh, it definitely has been used, because if we look at the back, there's like dust. So let's just see. It might have just been someone didn't like how it worked, but it might not work at all. So I'm going to plug it in and see what happens. As soon as I plugged it in, it came straight on. And it's working. Ooh, this seems to be working absolutely fine. And I turned it off and it's gone off again. So this, I think, is a win. This is working and it's basically brand new. Steve still has that, and it's in its, oh, I've turned it back on. It's very sensitive. Turn it off, just unplug it. This does not look good at all. No clue even as to what this is at the minute. It is in so many pieces. Looks like some kind of like mixer or something. Oh, it's so greasy. Oh my god, it's so used. This is not good. So this is a very, very used, what is this even called? It's called a Vitamix. This is what it looks like. This is extremely used and it looks really old. So anyway, I'll plug it in and see if it works, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to because it says on the side that it's damaged. I'm just going to plug it in quick and then just get this out of my room. I don't like it. Shit. Yeah, that works. That scared me. Okay, so it does work. I don't know why it worked as soon as I put the plug in. I didn't even turn it on. Yeah, so as we can see, that is working, but I'm not using it because it's so used and it's so old that I do not want to use it, and I won't resell that one either. I just can't believe how old it looks. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. This is like, looks like it's been in the ground or something. Okay, next up I have this vacuum cleaner. This is the Shark, I think this is, I'm not sure which one this is. Oh, the Shark Duo Clean Lift Away Vacuum Cleaner. Pretty much looks like the vacuum cleaner that I already use. So I'm just going to plug it in and see if it's working. One thing I'm really surprised with is the condition in which these returns are. Like, some people have clearly had these items for like a long time and are still returning them. Okay, it's plugged in. And it works. Let's see if it turns. Yeah. The base of it is spinning and it appears to be working. Maybe I can start hoovering up these breadcrumbs. Okay, that's good. That's definitely one for resale. Obviously, don't just assume that I'm just going to sell these without fully checking that they all work properly. And obviously anyone who's going to buy them from me, I'm going to tell them that these are returns and like explain the whole situation. You know, I'm not going to say to someone that it's working perfectly if I don't know. So that is really good. That's working and I'm happy. Okay, I think in here we have another vacuum cleaner, and I think this is the Miele. So this is a Miele vacuum cleaner, and it's all totally in like little bits. So I'm just gonna basically hopefully build the vacuum. Oh my god! Build the vacuum cleaner. I really, really want a Miele vacuum cleaner. So this is one of the items that I was hoping was actually going to work okay for me. It's all clipping together quite nicely. I mean, it's definitely used. It's actually got like someone's hair like all wrapped around it. So it's definitely used, but like it doesn't look like it's been used that much, if you know what I mean. It looks like someone's tried it for a little bit and decided they don't like it. Let's hope it works. I'm not sure if these batteries are like charged or not, so I'm just gonna, actually let's just see. There's a battery on there, so let's see if it works. Okay, it's not working at the minute, but that, I mean, it is because, you know, it's a rechargeable item, so. Okay, it's flashing on here to say that it's charging. So I think that that's a good sign. I wonder if it will let me just turn it on. No. Okay, so we're going to just do the same with this one as we've done with the Dyson Corral. We're just going to leave this for a second, let it charge, and then I'll come back and just make sure it turns on. We'll just carry on with the next item. This looks good. So this is another Shark. It is the Shark corded upright with the anti-hair wrap. And this one is in its original box. Let's see what it looks like. Inside we have the instructions are still with it. So on the main body of it I can see the filter here, and the filter actually looks brand new. So this, and also there's another second filter in there, it barely looks used at all. Like, actually this looks very new. Okay, that is, oh sugar, I thought it was, oh, this might be the issue then. Oh no, that is, yeah, that's clipped in. Everything is secure. Let's plug it in. This is a corded vacuum. I'm going to run out of battery as well. Oh, it works. Let's pull it down and it spins. Spinning at the bottom. So that one is another working product. Really happy with that. Right, I've charged the Miele a bit, so I'm just going to see if the Miele works. Okay, Miele's still not working, so I'm going to just keep charging it. See what happens. Just kind of flashes here. Right, we are running low on battery, so let's get through maybe one more and then I'll come back after I've charged it. Right, so this is another Sage item, not in the original box. It's actually in a HelloFresh box. So we know that this is probably definitely used. Oh yeah, it does look very used. Like everything in my box I bought. So I think this is a bread maker. This is a Sage bread maker. Very used. It's got like dust. On the inside there's like literally like bread. There's bread everywhere in this room. Bread, toast. Okay guys, where were we? My camera ran out of battery and I put some comfy clothes on because I'm cold. And I was talking about this bread maker, which is a Sage bread maker. And when I was talking about it, I didn't even notice until I obviously finished filming. There's a huge dent on the side of this. So like, that doesn't look good at all. But I don't think that that's the reason that this has been returned, because it's been used. So I feel like if someone received it like and it had a dent in it, then I think that's why they would return it, because obviously it's not perfect. But this has actually been used. There's definite like signs of like quite a bit of use in it as well. So I sort of think, you know, it may have been returned for a different reason. Anyway, I'm going to plug it in and see what happens. No, the plug. The actual plug peg pin thing is bent. So like I can't even get that to just go in. Like, I can't even get that to go in the plug, so I think this is probably a definite fail. I mean, you could probably bend that back out and like get it to fit in, but I'm not sure. It's all dented, and yeah, this one doesn't look good. Okay, next here is another coffee machine by the looks of it. Just gonna tear open this. Should have put my hair up for this video. As I open this, I can just smell coffee. So this has definitely been used. I mean, I thought it had already been used anyway because it doesn't even come in the box or anything. So this is another Sage coffee machine, and it looks like this. Okay, so we've got like the little accessory things that come with it here. So it looks like everything is actually included. I think at this point, I don't even care that stuff is used. I'm just hoping that it works. Ollie's downstairs now with the Dyson corrals because they did not switch on. Like when you saw them not working, they were not working, and the charging unit and the charger has a live charge in it, so that is working. So it's the actual straighteners themselves that are not working. So he is currently taking them to pieces downstairs. Right, I'm gonna unplug this in and see if it works. Where's the on button? Can you see just there? Yeah. Oh. It's okay, don't panic just yet. The extension lead's not plugged in. Let's do that test again. Yes! Oh, that didn't sound good. But it's on. It's definitely on. A bit like the other one. Obviously, the only way that I could fully make sure this works is to just make a whole coffee and everything. So with the coffee machines, I will clean them up, and like in the future video when I come to selling everything, I'll talk more about that in that video, like about cleaning them up, selling them, what I got for them, things like that. This is kind of just to show you whether they switch on, and yeah, this is switched on okay, and I'm quite happy. I mean, I know it's not in the original box, but it's definitely, like, there's no big dents or anything. It just needs a really good clean, and I think this one is going to be okay. So, oh god, I started a coffee. Right, let me turn that off. So actually, I am actually really pleased that both of the Sage coffee machines are actually working in this pallet. Obviously I would have put the prices on the screen anyway, but the coffee machines are like worth quite a lot of money, these Sage ones. So the fact that they're both working, and I'm going to clean them up and hopefully resell them, that should get me some way of getting me back my £2,500 that I have spent on this pallet. We have one more thing to unbox here, which I think is a Dyson vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to unbox that now, and then I'll give you my final verdict of how I'm feeling. The reason I've guessed that that's a Dyson vacuum cleaner is because in this Sainsbury's bag I have some Dyson vacuum cleaner parts. So I have like the kind of like main body of the vacuum cleaner here, like the handheld bit, which looks very, very used. Like, this is filled with dust. It looks really used. But I mean, the actual like plastic of it is in really good condition, but it's definitely used. Oh, this might be a cordless one actually, because yeah, I think this is a cordless one because we have the cordless charger here. So let's just open up this. Oh no, did I take the scissors downstairs? Okay, I am very, very confused because I really thought this was going to be the rest of Dyson in here because of this Dyson, but actually this is all of the Dyson that's been returned. Like, there's not even a whole machine here. This is literally it. And then so I can't even like plug this in and try it because it's literally half of the machine. There's like nothing else there. In this box I think we've got another coffee machine, you know. This is another Sage coffee machine. This one looks used as well. There it is. It looks very used, but it is the touchscreen one. I'm pretty sure this is like over £1,000, maybe £1,500. I feel like this is a really expensive item. But yeah, it's definitely used. So I just want to plug it in. We have all the other bits here as well. So all of the little, you know, bits, like put it all together and that are here. I'm very keen to see if this works. Okay, it's plugged in. And it works. It definitely works. Oh dear. We have the screen here which has lit up. And like I said, this is the Sage Touch. So, oh, it just says that detected time to replace the main water filter. So there's obviously some maintenance that needs to be done on this machine, but it looks all right. I think this can clean up, and I think this can be good. I feel like Ollie is going to be trying to keep this one because he really wants a touchscreen coffee machine. So I'm going to have to like maybe hide this one from him. Fingers crossed that that works and actually makes coffee as well as switches on. Oh, let me bring you a little bit closer. Okay guys, that is everything all unboxed, and I've shown you everything. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a follow-up video with all of these bits and whether I managed to make any money. I really don't think I'm going to be making any money on this palette, which I'm very disappointed to say. It has been a lot of fun and I've really enjoyed it, and I'm excited. Basically after this video I'm going to get straight into unboxing the next palette, which that video will be up on my channel at some point. So if you want to see that one, definitely subscribe, and also if you want to see the upcoming videos about me reselling stuff, then definitely subscribe. I think those will be interesting to see whether or not I do make any money at all I want is to be able to make my money back, really. That would be amazing. I am happy with them 3 coffee machines though. I think those 3 Sage coffee machines are really good. Like, they're good coffee machines anyway, so I think those are going to be good. The 2 vacuum cleaners that worked were really good. Ollie is working on the Miele and on the Dyson, but it's not looking good. Like, I've just gone downstairs to see what he's doing with the Dyson Corral, and it's like in just hundreds of pieces. So I think those two are a write-off. So all in all, I did not think this palette was worth it, and I'm so disappointed because the other videos that I have watched of people unboxing palettes, and in particular the John Lewis palettes, have seemed really good. Like, I feel like they've been really lucky, and I've been really unlucky because every single item of mine was used. And on some of these other videos I've watched, like, they've unboxed brand new items and everything's like working and stuff. But I've been very honest in this video and showed you that like some things just don't work, and a lot of it is used, and it's going to require a lot of work for me to clean all of this up now to then be able to resell it. So I feel like I can't see how it's worth it, so I'm going to say that I don't think it's worth it, but the video is kind of just for fun anyway, so I really hope that you have enjoyed the video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day whatever you're up to. If you have any questions about this palette, how I ordered it, anything that I haven't mentioned, just leave me a comment down below and I'll answer all the comments, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!